Hello. When you hop on, say hi. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Linda. Welcome. Hi, Deb. Welcome. All right, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to get started. I'm just going to go right into the cards. Um, it's using the beautiful butterflies and the embossing folder and the dies. I have everything ready for you. It's just putting them together, and I'm going to show you how you can use masking tape. Oh, I'm glad, Carol. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to flip the camera down and we're going to get started. Okay, this is the stamp set we're using, the beautiful butterflies. This is a 3D embossing folder and the dies. Okay, first card is this one here. Very simple, very easy. Oh, I was looking for these embellishments and they're in the bag. 8.5 by 4 and hi Denise, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And in this piece, I went ahead and I embossed with the 3D embossing folder. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. That's going to go right here. And this is from the Boku DSP. And I'm going to lay that here. That is 1 inch by 5 1/4. So I'm going to glue that down a while. Like I said, this is a very easy card. Nothing to it. In fact, I think they all are tonight. That's going to get right up to the edge of the card, top, bottom, and side. Hi, Shirley. Welcome. And there is a little bit of overhang down here, and I am going to trim that off. It's not much, but I'm going to trim it off. Okay. My butterfly is from Basic Black. Hi, Felicia. Hi. uh, oh, that's good, Carol. Uh, the butterfly in the middle here is just like this one here. And I'm just going to kind of like line that up a little bit uh, to lay over top. It will, if you put it in the center, it will have some overhang on the ends. So I am just going to take my, in fact, I am going to get my silicone mat. I'm going to lay this here. I'm going to get my handy dandy dauber that I use for the glue. I'm going to put some glue here. Okay. And then I am just going to dab this in, and I'm just going to dab around the butterfly. Like so. Easy way. I wanted to put it on, hi Tina, welcome, a adhesive sheet, and I forgot. So I'm going to lay that right about there. Okay. I went ahead and cut the body, which is a bigger one. In the stamps, in the dies, you get a big and two little ones. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Tina. So I am just going to put a little bit of glue down the middle. And I'm going to lay this here. I just followed the body that was on the embossed one. Hold that here for a minute. Okay. That's my butterfly there. I went ahead and stamped happy birthday. All the greetings I'm using, I think it's all happy birthdays. Oh, no. What other one did I use? Hold on a minute. I'm looking to see which one I did. Oh my gosh. I just used it today. Oh, I know what it was. I'm sorry. No, that ain't it. Well, anyway, we're going to carry on. My goodness. I use this one. This is the one I'm looking for. I didn't see it. It says time to celebrate. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just cut my ends on an angle. Like so. We're going to put some dimensionals on this. Okay. And I'm going to lay that right over the bottom of his wing. Okay. Then it's going to get glued to the front of the card. Like so. Now, since I didn't put anything on the inside, I'm going to bring in that time to celebrate. And this little butterfly here. So let me lay this down. Catty cornered. Butterfly. This is the smallest one that's in the stamp set. Open that up. Get our Memento Black. Let's stamp this up. Put it in the middle. Okay. And our butterfly. Oh man, Deb. Well, let's put one butterfly way up there to hide that one smudge. Get a little dandy eraser. And I'm going to erase that off real quick. There you go. So now to finish this off, this is our 24, 26 in color dots. And I'm just going to use, this is actually peach pie. Yeah, peach pie. But it almost looks like the Daffodil Delight here, or crushed curry, whichever one that is. Looks like Daffodil Delight. So I'm gonna take one, put here. Put one here. And we're gonna put one up here. That is card number 1. Okay? Very easy. Card number 2 is just about as easy as the first one. I'm using Blackberry Bliss, and I have to say I don't use that color often. So I did one in Pretty Peacock. So I decided to do this one in Blackberry Bliss, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Lay that there. This is from Thoughtful Journey, DSP, which is Blackberry Bliss on that side. I did a white one, butterfly, that's going to lay on top here. I did a black body again, and that will lay on top, okay? I went ahead and this is 3 by 5 1/4, okay? That will get laid right on top. Now with this one, I cut 1 inch by 5 1/4 to lay on here. I decided just to cut this and use the bottom here since it's colored, you know, the color, where this was all white. So let's glue this down. You're just gonna make it even all around. Okay. I'm gonna bring in my silicone mat again, my butterfly, my dauber, and the glue that's still there, and I'm just gonna daub away. This is what you could do if you don't have the adhesive sheets, or you forget to use your adhesive sheets like I did. Then this is going to get laid right on top of here. I have a gnat that's flying around that's bothering me. Okay. Then with this one, I'm going to glue the body on. Like so. Oh, thanks, Carol. Okay. Then that will go laying like that. And it'll get popped up. I did a happy birthday in Blackberry Bliss, which will go there. Okay. So let's pop him up with some dimensionals. Okay. And we're going to lay him on here like so. Going to glue down happy birthday. This was just a piece of basic white that I had laying next to me. It's 1/2 inch. Okay. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Oh, thanks, Shirley. This is 4 by 5 1/4. That will go on the inside. Okay. And then I'm going to bring in that little butterfly again. Clean it off. And get the Blackberry Bliss out. No, never mind. This is the piece I cut off when I embossed it. I'm going to use this, and I am going to turn it over to the the negative side. And we'll see how that looks. And we're just gonna, okay, now let's turn it over and see if we like this side better. I could have done the ink pad, but I think that's okay. We're gonna put that on the inside. Like so. And that's a 1 inch by 5 1/4. Okay. Then I went ahead and I'm not sure if they're still available. They were the last time I looked. I have them right here. They are the Faceted Gems, the trio pack. I took the white, they're silver. They're called white. Okay. And I used my Blackberry Bliss uh, blends, and I colored them the color I wanted. And I'm going to put one there and 2 up here. And there you have card number 2. Two different colors. Okay, then the last one, I'm going to be using masking tape. This is done with Secret C. Okay? And you open that up like that. The butterflies I colored and put Wink of Stella on. But the stripes are done with thanks Tina. The stripes are done with masking tape. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm using Cloud Cover along with Secret C. I just reversed the colors. Basic white. You need 4 by 11, 4 1/4 by 11. You're going to score that at 5 1/2. You need a piece that's 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is on the inside, which is the same, 4 by 5 1/4. And then the one that layers up here would be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so let me go ahead and score this. Okay, and I can lay the Secret C on a while. Because we're going to layer that with the white. Got to get it on even dough. That looks crooked. Okay. And then this one I'm going to put in, which is, well, you know what? I want to stamp first. So let me stamp that with the little butterfly. And we want the happy birthday, which is in the set. And we are going to stamp that in the Secret C. This almost looks black to me, but it's a dark, dark night of navy. In the light, it looks blue. But I think when using this with the washi tape, it made it look black. But it actually has a blue tint. It's a deep, dark night of navy. So we're going to put happy birthday. And you know what? I got that here. I'm just going to use the butterfly instead of just using black. I'm going to stamp the butterfly there. And then I changed up the colors of the butterflies that I did on this one. So I'm going to get Timid Tiger, Darling Duck, and Cloud Cover. Okay. And we're just going to mix some things up here because this is laid different. I'm just going to color that in. Get the yellow. And then we're going to take the blue. Okay. Then to top it off, we're going to take our Wink of Stella and we're going to just go over it quickly. Okay, let's do the body. There we go. I don't know if you can see. My lighting's horrible. Yeah, okay. Can't see it. So we're going to put that on the inside. That's really off, Deb. Okay. Now we're going to do our washi tape. What you're going to do, let me close this. What you're going to do is determine how big your washi tape is, or your paper. And you're going to tear your washi tape to be that size. So I want it about like that. So I'm going to tear this off. I'm using the Cloud Clover cloud cover. Now, us demonstrators was able to order this. They had a problem with it and it's not available yet for you guys. So I'm gonna, long ways, I'm gonna put my tape on here, and I'm just gonna take my fingers, my thumbs, and run across the tape. Don't worry if you don't cover it completely, it doesn't matter. And then I am going to come down here pretty close to the bottom and lay that down, rub my finger over it, pick it up. Do that again. Pick it up, lay it down. Oh, I must have touched that with something. So I'm going to do it a little different. So we're going to put that down here. And then I'm going to lay this where that smudge is. Lay that down. Okay. Then I'm going to turn it over because I want to be able to write "Time to Celebrate." So then we're just going to do the other end. This can be messy, just to let you know. And then this. And you throw that away. Okay. I'm going to get the secret C. And I'm going to stamp "Time to Celebrate." So I'm going to need to change the color. And then, being that I did it this way, I got my 2 stripes at the bottom. And then we're going to stamp "Time to Celebrate" right in there, like so. And then we can lay this on our front. Like so. And there's another smudge. Okay. Got my butterflies. I colored the same as I did with the same color. And we're going to put a couple of dimensionals on them. Put one up here. I think I like this color, this layout more so. I think the butterflies, I should have done different color for the butterflies. Whoop. Gotta use up those ends. And this one's gonna go down here. And I have Wink of Stella on the butterfly, so we're gonna put that on. Can't go wrong with Wink of Stella. Makes everything look so pretty. I'm going to do this one. And if it's stopped coming out, just squeeze it a little. There's a place to squeeze that brings some of that down. Okay, got it there. And now I am going to get the In Color flat pearls. And on here I use Darling Duck. So we're going to get Darling Duck. Put that there. I could put that there where that smudge was. Timid Tiger. And Cloud Cover. Cloud Cover. And there you have card number 3. Now, before everybody leaves, I did a drawing. Like I said I would do for my birthday giveaway. I did 12 names. I do not have all the prizes together yet. So when I do, I will let you pick what you want as I go down. Thanks, Carol. Okay, here are the winners. Rosie Walker, Linda, Shirley Ossenbach, Susan Furrow, Denise Wall, Myra Kerger, Deb Smith, Dolores Dowd, Carol Shortino, Gina Marie, Renee Paris, and Rhonda Himes. Okay? Now, when I get my prizes together, I will go right down because I put every time you go on a live either on Facebook or YouTube, your name went in. It didn't matter how many times your name went in. I put it on a wheel, spun it, and believe it or not, it was nobody duplicate. It was all one name at a time. Nobody like Rosie didn't get 2, Linda didn't get 2. It only came up one time, which I was really, really surprised because um, you couldn't even read the names on the wheel. That's how many names were on the wheel. But anyway, I did 12 names. So as soon as I get it together, which I'll work on it this week, hopefully by Friday, I'll just go down the list. I'll have everything here and I'll go down the list and I'll start with Rosie because she was the first name I pulled. And she can have her choice of what is sitting in front of me, okay? And I'll go right down that way. All right, so that is the winners. And this is all I have for you tonight. I hope you enjoyed my video. I'll bring them down so you can see them. So, okay. Thanks for joining me tonight. I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to share, like, either here or on YouTube. Facebook. You're on YouTube, some of yous. All right, guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll be back on Wednesday with my Scrapbooking Wednesday. And I'll see you then at 8 o'clock.